Rural communities in the Horn of Africa drylands are increasingly impacted by water and food insecurity influenced by a changing climate. In drylands, climate has an indirect role in controlling water, and water resources are directly linked to food insecurity. Therefore, it is important to share and exchange climate information services with rural subsistence communities. Yet, agropastoral communities in Ethiopia, Kenya and Somalia do not have capacity to adapt to climatic challenges.
The changing climate has had severe impact on pastoral communities across the Horn of Africa drylands. The increasing frequency and intensity of drought has devastated livestock herds due to shrinking pasturelands and limited water supplies. The droughts have inflicted heavy damage on lives and livelihoods of pastoral communities.
Longer and intense drought periods have negatively affected and impacted the agricultural communities who practice subsistence rainfed farming. When rain fails in key rainy seasons, the agricultural communities are unable to grow the crops they need to feed their families. And in the Horn of Africa, recent and current drought conditions have pushed the Horn of African drylands into food insecurity.
Water for human societies and livestock are normally sourced from rainfall, but in the Horn of Africa drylands, there are no permanent water sources, so rural communities rely on shallow wells and rainwater harvested in earth pans and underground systems. In dry periods, those water bounties normally dry up and the societies are put to scramble in search of water.
Down to Earth, we are working closely with the rural community to incorporate their perspective into our project work. So we are working to understand their challenges, their information needs, and long-term adaptation to climate change, and also to societal resistance to existing resilience to climate change.
Very good.
One of the major contributions of the DOWN2EARTH project is the development of new decision support tools to translate climate information into water and land information that is critical for climate adaptation decision support system at regional, national and subnational levels, and also of high potential use by NGOs and civil societies in the Horn of Africa dry region. Our innovative dryland-specific modeling captured the process of land storage at and below land surface at the Horn of Africa dry region.
As part of Down2Earth, we're going to make sure that we deliver the information that people need through the ways that they interact with already. We'll use digital technology, such as mobile phones and smartphones, to support communities, but we want to make sure it integrates with the ways that people use digital technology at the moment.
We are strengthening capacity of institutions for a range of end users, from climate services organizations to local communities. Our project is expanding data collection networks, embedding our impact modeling to climate services provision, and supporting novel policy frameworks for climate adaptation.
Using innovative approaches and cutting-edge science, the Down2Earth project brings together a range of experts from Africa and Europe. This is to enhance societal resilience to climate change within rural communities through the provision of climate information services and the strengthening of capacities for governments and non-governmental organizations.
Down2Earth is developing and enhancing communication to different audiences. We are also doing training to local journalists on how to report climate information, how to do a series of webinars, podcasts, and also how to do films on climate adaptation in local communities. The project is also employing impact modeling of water and food forecasts to support the existing desktop and mobile technologies designed for decision makers.
Our project is bringing climate information from multiple sources and levels down to earth to make a positive impact in rural dryland communities.